There's a saying that I love when it comes to nutrition and lifestyle habits. And that saying is that it is easier to avoid temptation than it is to resist it. And I want to think about that for a second because avoiding means that you set yourself up so that the temptation isn't even in your line of sight, out of mind kind of idea. Resisting it means that you have the temptation right in front of you, and then you expect yourself to be strong enough every single time to say no to that temptation that's right in front of you. And that difference is everything when we're talking about long term progress. So I have a client who knows that she cannot keep chips in the house because if they are there, she will mindlessly eat them until the entire bag is gone. And so her solution is just don't buy them because when they're in the house, she doesn't have to resist them over and over and over again. And that is the beauty of avoiding versus resisting. For me personally, that food is Reese's. If I buy them, and that's a big if, that I buy the smallest package because I know my serving size is the whole package. I will eat all of them. So if I know that, then I'm not relying on my willpower. I am very self aware with me and my Reese's habits. And I refuse to set myself up for a losing battle in my own kitchen over and over and over again. I don't want to have to resist them every time I go into the kitchen, so I just don't get them. And maybe for you, that food is ice cream. Maybe if it's in your freezer, it calls out to you like a siren every single night until the carton is gone. Maybe it's soda or cookies or Halloween candy that's now in your house, like for the next 2 months. Whatever the food is, if you know that you struggle to stop once you start eating it, do yourself a favor and keep it out of the house. And I have to address this because I work with women, and as we know, a lot of women are mothers. And I hear them often say, especially with snack foods, that they keep it in the house for the kids. And if that's the thing that you've been telling yourself, the reason that you've been keeping this trigger food for you in the house, I want to encourage you to ask yourself this hard question. Do the kids really need it in the house? And trust me, I'm not saying that kids should never have treats, but if the presence of that food in your pantry is actively derailing your goals, then maybe it's time to rethink how and when those foods show up. Because maybe they could be an occasional treat outside of the house instead of the constant presence in your kitchen that results in you having to fight that battle every time you go into the kitchen. And this whole idea, it's not about restriction or punishment, it's about environment design. You are deliberately crafting your surroundings in a way that supports your goals instead of actively sabotaging them. Because when your home environment makes the healthy choice the default choice, you're stacking the deck of progress in your favor. So here's the main takeaway. Stop making healthy habits harder than it needs to be. If there's a food that consistently trips you up, take the pressure off by not keeping it around. Avoid the temptation in the first place makes it far easier than resisting it 100 times a week or day. If you're like me, that's how often I go into my kitchen. But setting yourself up for success and crafting your environment in this way, it's not weakness. I would argue instead that it is a great amount of wisdom to do those things. So that's today's daily bit of fit. Take it and run or walk or stretch. Just go move. That's it for today's daily bit of fit. I'm Coach Mack from Running with Bacon, reminding you that small steps really do add up. Make sure to follow or subscribe so you never miss a bit. And if today's episode hit home, send it to a friend who might need it too. And if you ever want a quick pep talk tailored just for you, DM me on Instagram because I'm always happy to send some encouragement your way. You can find more support and my health coaching resources at runningwithbacon.com or come hang with me on Instagram for some healthy fun. Until next time, keep taking those small steps because you don't need a perfect plan, just a consistent one.